everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of HLwow.
HL.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright, so anyway, so today we're going to be, it's going to be looking at it a little differently. There might be some background noise, sorry about that. Basically...
We are in a different area now.
Different locale, because Kevin died.
Yeah, Kevin died.
Kevin died.
Bless his soul.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but something about his soul. Nah. So anyway, we thought we'd honor him by playing a game without him.
Yeah, playing game. It seems like a great way to honor him.
Yep. All right.
That's how he would have wanted it.
It really is. You know, you joke about it, but he really just hated himself, really.
Kevin sucks.
Kevin sucks. Hashtag Kevin sucks. All right. So why don't you tell us what we're going to be doing here today?
We are going. Well, you are the dungeon master. Why don't you tell us what we're going to be doing here?
Fine.
Okay, Tyler's back to being the dungeon master again.
Yay. All right, so basically, I thought today would be a good day, since we don't have Kevin, would be to show off one of Mitchell's favorite characters he's made, Jack DeBauss.
Yep, Jack DeBauss.
So we're going to have a real quick solo session with him, show off his power, show off his personality, how he interacts with people, stuff like that.
Jack DeBauss is the first character that I played when I started playing Dungeons & Dragons, and ever since then he's just been a staple. He's been a favorite of mine.
Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about Jack DeBauss?
Well, I don't know if the people can see on camera,
Go ahead.
but I actually drew a picture. Jack DeBauss is a bounty hunter. I don't know if you'll notice by the picture. I'm not really good of an artist, but I just drew him. I designed him off of, if anyone's played Assassin's Creed 3, the Night Stalker character from that game. I designed his design off of that. He is a bounty hunter. He fights and goes after people for money. He is a rogue, specifically an assassin rogue, so he's designed to kill people before they know he's there. Very stealthy, very sneaky, and his main specialty for weapon is a hand crossbow that he uses to snipe people. So obviously, since I'm using that, I'm going to be using the crossbow expert feat, get multiple attacks. Mm-hmm. Now, for his backstory, he was just like a normal kid. He never knew his mother growing up. She died when he was very young, so he was raised by his father, but his father was into some pretty shady business, and it came back to bite him in the butt eventually. Some criminals from the same group that he's in decided, his father decided that he didn't want to continue this kind of line of bad work, so he tried to right his wrongs, but the criminals he worked with weren't too happy about that. So they came to his house and they killed him, and Jack just stood there and watched as his father died in front of him.
Because he is a bitch.
He was only like 7 when it happened.
He could grab a knife and help, okay?
He's a scared child.
Oh my god.
He wasn't trained in the way of weaponry yet. But
right.
His father asked him to right his wrongs and avenge his death, so Jack DeBauss was on the streets. He had that goal in mind. He took up to bounty hunting, and the money that came with it started like corrupting him slightly. It's like now he likes money very much. Money and ladies, quite a bit.
Money and ladies.
Money and ladies.
Alrighty. You awaken to the sound of a loud. Oh, I'm just gonna get into it. By the way, just gonna set the scene. Jack owes some people a lot of money. He's been trying to find work. Been a little hard. He just got off of a 3-day binger, and now he is hungover as crap. All right.
Can I do a constitution check to see how hungover?
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
All right, let's do this.
Wow,
I got a 5. I am pretty hungover.
After a few minutes of banging, you finally awaken to the sound of loud knocking at the sound of your door. The smell of perfume and last night's vomit still lingers in the air.
Did I throw up in the right place? Or is there vomit on the floor?
Just do a perception to see if you can find the source, because you're pretty drunk.
Oh, God. Wow, I'm rolling really bad right now. I got a 9.
You definitely smell it, but you don't know exactly. It's in the room somewhere.
Man, it's off to a great start. So, I don't give a fuck. I get on my shit and just who's there?
And then you just hear louder banging coming from the door.
They did not answer me when I said who asked you.
Nobody. There's louder banging. They're like, okay, you're there. Bang louder.
Okay. I'm going to hold on to dagger with one hand and like open the door with the other hand.
Okay. As you
I don't know
open,
who the fuck's on the other
as
side.
you open the door, a tall, dark-haired man is staring back at you. Immediately, he says, "You fucked up big time, Jack. You owe the boss for 4 jobs now. Just hand over the money you owe, and the boss will make sure more jobs are gonna come your way."
Well, work's been a little stingy right now. Would I be able to do some other jobs for him to make up for the money that I owe?
The boss says that if you don't get him the money by noon tomorrow, then he's gonna collect, one way or the other.
Don't order.
And tell your buddy Skid that we still haven't heard from him about his new gear he promised us with his exclusivity rights.
Skid. I'll figure out what's going on with Skid. He's been a little antsy.
Just make sure you do, or the boss is gonna make you pay.
Oh, don't worry. I plan to pay.
He kind of sneers back at you and then walks away with his tail between his legs.
I'm all right. He leaves.
Yeah, he lives.
All right. Did you say with his tail between his legs?
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else.
I was like, wait, is he some kind of
I wrote it down. It's weird.
What?
It's an expression. I figured you would have tried to intimidate him or something, so I wrote down he left.
No, I'm hungover.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so continue on.
Yeah.
Not
All
the
right.
best.
Well. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna head over. I assume I have like a sink or like a washboard or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is a pretty decently
All right.
sized house.
I'm going to splash some water in my face.
All right. Try and do another Constitution.
Try and
save
get
throw,
myself good. Not fucking 5 again.
5? No, you.
I'm oh my God.
Still very, very tired.
All right. Whatever. No, I walk in the room.
Oh, you walk.
I walk in the room and like knock on the wall right there.
Okay. You don't see as you enter the room. You don't see anyone. You see you don't see anything.
She's not in the bed.
She's not in the bed. The bed looks like there was someone there.
Is there a?
Why don't you do a perception?
Yeah, is there rooms attached to this room? Oh, that's actually good. 22.
You notice that the window is open.
She went out the window. Whatever, I don't have to deal with her then. Shut the window.
Okay.
Is this my specific apartment or is this just a room?
This is your father's house.
Oh, okay. Alright, so, yeah. She went out the window, whatever. I closed the window and locked it. Whatever, guess I don't have to deal with her then.
Okay.
Alright, well, I finish up getting on my gear. Put on some like cologne-ish stuff so I don't smell like vomit.
Okay. Do a history check for me real quick. For no reason.
No reason, huh? Okay.
You're still drunk, so do a disadvantage.
No, that's probably as low as a wow. I actually rolled a 5.
A 5?
I haven't rolled higher than besides that 22. Like,
Nothing? Okay, continue on.
Okay, whatever. Alright, so I get on my stuff, and as I'm starting to head out the door, I look over at a picture of me and my father from a long time ago.
Okay.
Just to, I guess, reminisce.
Okay, do another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wow, yeah. 16.
Okay, looking at the picture of your dad and all the memories come back, you start to wake up a little bit more.
Right.
You're definitely starting to wake up.
Hey, I'm not as hungover anymore.
Yay.
Okay, so now I will head out.
Okay.
Head out.
Okay.
All right, where's my father's house in comparison to like the guild hall, the town?
So you're kind of in more of the merchant district.
Okay.
So you're definitely in the same neighborhood as Skid's workshop. However, okay, so I'll just describe it to you. You head out, heading towards.
I will head over to Skid first because there's something going on with Skid. I assume it's on the way.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll head over to Skid's workshop first.
Heading to Skid's workshop, you see a magnificently large city. Buildings taller than the Great Oak. People up and down the road on horses and in carriages. Beggars lining the streets and taverns, each begging for you for even a single piece of copper.
I ignore him.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
15.
15? All right.
Watch your camera.
Oh, fuck.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
It wasn't very
I just see it going. I was like, no.
We're gonna keep that in, actually. Like, that was funny. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. You just went on a tumble. Alrighty. So
got motion sick.
So you got 15 on passive perception.
Yes.
All right. So you definitely notice a shadier person with a small shiny object in his hand, crouching up from behind you.
Okay, so how is he? Is he just following me, or is he closing in on me?
He's following you from a fair distance, but he's definitely starting to close in on you.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to act like I don't notice him, and I'm going to walk myself into an alleyway.
Do a stealth check. Plus your 8.
I got a 17 on stealth.
Okay. Okay. So you are definitely. Well, you definitely don't.
I'm not trying.
I'm
not trying to hide from him.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing he was been doing. He doesn't seem to be changing anything.
All right, so I'm just walking myself into an alley because I want to lead him into the alley, so we're by ourselves. So if there's something goes down, I can do what I need to do without hurting anyone else.
Okay.
All right, so when I get into the alley, I'm actually going to hide myself.
Okay,
So
so
that
do
if
a
he
stealth.
follows me in there, I can jump on him. I crit failed,
So you,
I'm not hiding.
You are literally standing in front of a dumpster going like this. I have to roll perception. He crit 20.
he sees me.
He laughs at you silently.
All right, so
Okay, so he walks up behind you and puts the knife to your back because you think you're hiding. So,
all right, well, I can't. I have the alert feat, so I can't be surprised.
oh, you can't be
Nope,
surprised?
the alert feat keeps you from being surprised.
Oh, okay. All
So
right,
I
cool.
know he comes up to
So
me.
you know he's coming up to you with the knife.
So I pull out my own knife.
Okay. So you guys are just kind of standing there
Yeah.
with your knives to at each other.
Do I recognize him?
Do a history check. Or a perception, sorry.
Don't do perception. Probably not. I got a 7.
A 7? No, you don't. You do not recognize this guy. He looks at you in the eye and he says, "Hey, nice hiding there." And he tries to thrust his knife at you. All right. So you guys can't be surprised. So do a initiative with me.
Okay. 13.
Okay. So he got less than that. So you got. So you
So
go
are we gonna
first.
see the board, or what are we doing?
Yeah. So let's just draw it out. So so you beat him on the initiative roll. So go ahead and do whatever it is you want to do.
I am going to. See, do I want to just straight up kill him, or do I want to figure out? I think I just want to like disarm him.
Okay. So
So I'm going to do a strike at his hands to try and knock the knife out of his leg to disarm him.
Okay.
So I struck it forward with my knife.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 13 to hit with my knife.
You do not hit. You miss.
Okay, so he has a higher C as well. All right. Okay, that's it.
Is that you don't have any bonus actions you can do?
Only if I'm holding my crossbow, I guess I can get out my crossbow.
Okay.
But I still have my crossbow expert, so I can make a shot at his hand as well.
Is it one-handed weapon? And
As
then
long
you
as I
can-
attack with a one-handed weapon, I can attack with with my hand crossbow.
Okay, go ahead.
So I would have to attack.
Are
with
you
my
doing
hand
lethal or non-lethal?
crossbow. Non-lethal. I'm still trying to shoot it out of his hand. This time I got a 21.
Okay, you definitely hit it.
All right. So that is 7 damage.
Okay, so you definitely notice him wince in pain as he drops the knife to the ground.
All right. So okay. So I can't do an intimidation, but I'm just like, who are you? What do you want?
Okay, so on his turn, he is going to use his action to pick up his knife again. He's going to look at you and say, "What? Don't recognize an old friend?" And he's going to do a bonus action. He's going to go like this with his knife in his hand.
So
He did a what's the not disengage?
the only things you can do with cunning action are dash, disengage, and hide. You can't do a dodge action with it.
You can't do dodge? Oh, I thought it was dodge as well.
No, you
So he's
cannot.
going to yeah, that's it. He's just going to say, "Don't recognize an old friend."
I
He picked
guess.
up his knife.
Okay. So I'm going to do another perception check to see if I recognize him.
Okay, so
Apparently, I know him.
Okay. Crit fail.
Nope, I did not crit fail.
Oh, I thought that was a
I
one.
got a 10 to try and recognize
Okay.
him.
You definitely recognize some of his facial features, but not too much.
So I'm going to back up, use my cunning
Bonus
action
action.
disengage
Okay.
to back up. It's like, should I know you?
Okay. At the sight of you backing away, he says, "Pansy." Boop, boop, 10, 15, 20. And he uses his action to try and hide back into the crowd. He does not. You can definitely still see him, assumably. He's kind of like just strolling. in the crowd.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run after him.
Okay, so go ahead.
And I'm going to put my crossbow against his back.
You can still have to do a perception to see if you can find him.
Well, you said he wasn't hiding.
He was hiding, but not very well.
Was it lower than my passive?
What's your passive?
15.
Yeah, you can see him.
Then I would still see him.
Okay, you can still see him. Okay.
So then, yes, I go up to him and I put the crossbow back to my crossbow to his back, and just like, you and I are gonna have a talk, and try to pull him back into the
Okay, so that would be strength versus whatever.
strength versus
Because you're trying
his
to
strength or
grapple him,
acrobatics.
right? Yeah.
No, I guess I'm trying to do more of a not pull him back, but like intimidate him into coming back.
Oh, okay. So then that would be an intimidation check.
Intimidation check against his charisma.
Okay.
Wow, I'm glad I kept that. I wish I kept that other roll. My intimidation is I got 12.
Okay. He is not intimidated, but he says, "Fine. If you want to talk, let's talk."
All right, so we go back. How do you know me?
He kind of snuggles at you. He kind of chuckles at you. He's like,
Skid.
"This is."
I would recognize Skid.
You would recognize Skid, but this is not Skid.
Okay, so then I don't know.
He kind of chuckles. You don't recognize an old childhood friend?
History check, I guess.
Yeah, using that
go.
information.
Yeah.
You're not really.
No, I could use that as an excuse to why I didn't remember it. Alright, I got a 16 this time.
16, yeah, you definitely recognize him. He's one of your old gang buddies from before you were when you were like 13-ish. You were a little street gang you used to
That was
run with.
a long time ago. My character's 32 now, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
This guy is definitely, he was like the leader. He's a little bit older than you.
Okay.
But he definitely looks like he's bearded, almost
does
white.
Does this leader have a name?
What'd you roll?
I got a 16.
You do not remember his name off the top of your head because it's been so long. But he says...
Okay,
"Please, Jack."
a gang name. Maybe not.
Oh,
just
the
really-
gang, sure, yeah, of course, the gang.
What is his his name that he was used in the gang?
They used to be called the Little Terrors.
Little Terrors. What name did he give himself? Because usually gang members give themselves like gang
It's been
names.
so long you don't remember.
Okay.
With a
Is there-
16 you wouldn't remember.
Oh, Little Terror Boss.
I see it in hindsight how ridiculous that sounds.
Little Terror Boss.
Little Terrors. He says, Jack, for old time's sake, I just need some help. And you can see that he's got rugged old, like a potato skin, black, just like really bad.
Looks like life hasn't been good for you.
Yeah, after they threw me in the slammer for that last job we did together, I haven't been able to find work.
That sounds like a you problem. I've got my own problems to deal with.
Jack, please. I'm trying to get the old band back together. We got a big job coming up soon.
Who for? Do I know the name of the criminal that I owe money to?
Yes, it is, dear God. I did not write it down, though.
Yeah.
I do know what it's called. His name is, but I'm going to say Geppetto for now.
Geppetto, alright.
Okay. You owe money to Geppetto.
Yeah, it's like, alright, so who's this job for?
I don't know. It was just this guy. He approached me last night. Said that I should come see you. Said that it's a good job.
Come see me.
Well, you are one of the better bounty hunters that I can get a hold of. The rest of the gang isn't holding up too well either.
Who told you where to find me?
He didn't give me a name. He just gave me his card.
Okay, can I see the card?
Yeah, he hands you a card.
Okay.
It's an all black business looking card with a small red handed blood print looking thing in the top left.
Nice.
So
Do I recognize the card, the symbol on the card?
No. Okay.
Okay,
Roll.
I'll
Yeah.
do a history check to see if I
Yeah. Do a.
if it's known to me. Crit 20.
Okay. Well, with the crit 20, I can't say no. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely the Blood Hand organization. They are a top secret assassin that works directly underneath the Emperor.
The Emperor.
Yes, it's Shadow Hand, basically.
Okay.
Puppet.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So this is an organization or one person?
This is specifically one person's card.
So I know him as the Blood Hand.
You know him as the Blood Hand. He's
Okay.
part of the Shadow Hand.
Alright, I've heard of him then. Second.
And the business card literally just says, "Meet me in the park at midnight," but in Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, okay, I understand. I know Thieves Can't. So, just like...
Yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah, being a
come
rogue,
with it.
I would know it.
Yeah.
It's like... So why me? So it's like, what am I saying? So what kind of job are we talking here?
He didn't give me information. He woke me up in this alley next door and kind of threw this at me and said, "Find Jack."
Well, I know you, and it's been so long, but I cannot remember your name. It's been decades since I've seen you.
You don't recognize me?
I recognize you. I just don't remember your name.
I used to go by the Big Baller. You know how young we were. My real name's Marty. I don't think I ever told you.
Okay, Marty McFly, got it.
Really? Marty McFly? That's his name now, by the way, but whatever.
All right, McFly. All right, well, I have some people I need to meet up with as well, but you stick with me through it, then we can meet this person at midnight.
You want me to come with you?
Yes, if we get some of the old, because just letting you know, I don't know, but Skid was part of the gang too. The gang way back in the day, but he really
Skid was a friend of your father's.
Yes, like he'd known me for a while. He's been.
Yeah, he basically raised you. He's a friend of your father's. He wasn't part of the gang. He definitely helped with the gang, but.
All right, yeah. So it's like I'm going to meet up with Skid. So.
Skid? That old bastard's still alive?
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice to see him again, and then we still gotta meet up with George and Jose.
Jose Jalapeno. All right, let's go. Why did you threaten me with a knife if you just wanted to talk to me?
Just testing you, old friend. Just testing you. Besides, this old thing, I found this in the garbage. It just looks like a rusty old kitchen knife.
Sorry about the crossbow bolt to the arm.
He just looks at his hands, kind of like scratched up a little bit. Yeah, don't worry about it. I know how reckless you were.
Can't be too careful out on the streets.
Oh, I know it.
I used one bolt.
Yeah, make sure you mark that.
All right, let's head over to Skids.
Okay.
All right, use stealth to blend into lay crowd.
Yes, he will do the same. He did okay.
I got a 21 to blend into crowd.
He did not get that. He only got a 15.
Right, so
Good enough.
I am literally going like Assassin's Creed style stealth.
He just looks like an old beggar, just kind of following you around, which he does look like an old beggar, but that's beside the point. All right. As you leave the city center, you begin to approach a small, rundown store with a large wooden sign hanging from a post that says "Big Skids Wonders."
All right, so I'm going to go. All right. So I see if he's still with me.
Do a perception.
See if he's still with me, because I was super stealthy and he wasn't, so he might have lost me.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, 20.
Oh yeah, you see him. He's a little bit farther behind, but he definitely knew the way to Skid's old place.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, I go ahead and head into Skid's place.
Okay. Entering the store, you see an empty, cobweb-infested hall with an old wooden table and chairs. Behind the table is a short, stubby-looking man with white hair and large gray eyebrows. He seems to be writing in some kind of large book.
Well, look who it is.
Ah, Jack, my boy, come in, please, take a load off. We have much to discuss. I have new toys for you to test, some new work I may need your help on, and please tell me you found something of your father's I could use.
Actually, here, Skid, because some people from, was it Geppetto, you said his name was?
No, his name is Skid.
No, the person I owe money to.
His men. You owe money to Geppetto, yes.
Yeah, they were saying something about Skid. That Skid needed,
Yes. That, he promised them some gear, that he promised exclusivity rights.
Exclusivity rights?
Basically means that they would only sell it to their gang.
Okay. I'm here because Geppetto's gang said you owed them some exclusivity rights on some gear.
Oh, that? Yeah, that was just to buy some time. But it is a new invention I've been working on. It's this new steel armor, but instead of solid plates, I've made small rings that link together. It has half the weight of standard armor.
Nice chainmail armor you got there.
Yeah. But will stop an arrow and sword with twice the efficiency. I just haven't been able to secure my steel shipments to conduct more prototypes, with the war going on and all.
War?
So you probably wouldn't know about this. Basically, there is a civil war going on between who should take over the empire, between two different heirs to the throne.
Okay. And I'm just in the crossfire taking
Whatever job from either side, basically. Yeah. So work has been pretty plentiful.
All right, so you're having problems getting steel for your gear.
Yes, there's with the recent raid on the main mines, it's been hard to try and get the iron.
All right, well, you remember McFly here.
McFly.
From
He
my
kind
old-
of peers at him. I don't remember him, McFly.
He was the leader of that old gang I had decades ago, back when we were kids.
What was it called? The
Little Terrors.
The little Jew boys?
Little Terrors.
Little Terrors. Of course, yes. I
Made
remember,
sure to try to say it before you said something dumb.
Yes, of course. I sort of remember.
He came to me saying someone wanted to meet with me. Does this look familiar? I show him the black card.
As soon as he looks at it, he just pushes it back away. You don't want to get involved with these kinds of peoples. No. These are no good people. These are the people your father used to be working for.
Really? What can you tell me about these people?
They're blood money hunters. That's all they are. They hunt for blood. They hunt for money. That's what they do.
Maybe I can find the one that actually took him out.
Don't. It's a lost cause. I've tried for years. I don't think I actually see this.
Yeah, you didn't see it happen in front of you. I did.
I know. It's been weighing on my old heart for years, but please don't get mixed up with this. It's exactly what your father thought.
I need to find him. He made me promise to right his wrongs.
Yes, right his wrongs, fix the things he did.
And avenge his death.
He does not condone violence like this in his name, please.
I need to find him. What can you tell me about these people?
These people are dangerous. These people... They're higher. They're stronger than you can imagine. They can almost, if it weren't for the Yellow Suns, they would control this place.
I'm guessing Yellow Suns is one of the two sides.
Yellow Suns is the Templars that killed off all of the magic users in the past. Basically, they are like, now that all the magic users are dead, they're just like the Royal Guards.
And then the other side is the...
They are the Rising Suns.
Okay, so we have the Yellow Sun and the Rising Sun?
Basically.
Okay. Are we in Japan?
No, we're in sort of like a German area.
All right, let's go.
999. That's why everybody has regular ass names.
Got you. All right. So apparently, this card tells me that I was told to meet someone from them at the park at midnight.
Trust me, if they want to meet you at night, it cannot be good for your life.
Apparently they need me for a job.
That's how they got your father, don't you know?
Well, I need to gain their trust in order to figure out who did it.
I think they might just be setting you up for an assassination, please.
Oh, don't worry. I know a thing or two about assassinations.
You told me yourself you owe Geppetto some money. He could be coming in to cash.
Yeah, but I was told by his goons that I need to get the money by noon tomorrow. So they're not attacking me at midnight.
You have much faith, young one.
I have, call it a gut instinct that this is the closest I'm gonna get to finding my father's killer.
Of course. Well, please, just hear me out. I also have some new inventions that you could be using that might help you during this.
All right, let's see what you got.
And then he pulls out this ragged old black cloak with shiny metal across, very small, shiny. Looks almost like glitter, kind of.
What is that?
Well, you see, this is an old cloak I found that I've placed special mirrors on that will essentially display what is behind the wearer to whomever looks at them.
Is this a cloak of displacement?
Not particularly. However, this has only been tested from one side and in perfect lighting, you see. So I need someone to test it in the field under combat and under stress.
Is this thing going to hinder me at all?
Wearing
Wearing a cloak with a bunch of mirrors on it doesn't seem very
They're very lightweight. It's not really that heavy. It will be very dangerous for you to be in close combat, though, with this thing. It might not be working after you get slashed. I don't know. I need someone to use it, please.
I can try it. I can't guarantee it'll work.
Just think about it, please. Here. Don't just make sure it does not fall into the wrong hands.
If I try out your gear, you're gonna help me out with this blood hand stuff.
I'll help you get as much information as I can, but without your father's notes, I don't know much.
Where are my father's notes?
I've been telling you for years to search that old house, find his hidden workshop, to give me some of his old inventions.
Alright. How much time do we have until midnight?
Right. Well, I mean, you woke up at noon. This is probably... You woke up like 11 o'clock, so this is probably like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. I have time to go back there then.
Yep.
Alright, so... Alright, McFly, we're gonna head back to my father's house so we can find some of his old notes. If we're going at... If these are the people that went after... that killed my father, then he'll probably have a lot of information on them.
He would, yeah. McFly kind of looks at you like, I thought we were going to get the old gang back together, though, too.
Well, once they're taken down, there will need to be a new gang running the town.
Here, why don't you go look at your father's house? I've never been there. And then I will go try and find Jose.
All right. See if you can find the rest of the gang members. Meet me up at the outskirts of the park. Probably like 11, so we can have time to set up and prepare for whoever plans to meet us. Because I doubt they're going to show up with open arms.
Of course. All right. Well, I'll see if I can find them.
All right. Then we go our separate ways. See you later, kid. I'll be back once I search my father's house.
Okay.
All right. So I head back there.
So he kind of goes off.
Head off through the crowd again. Blend my way in. All right, that's a 22 to blend into the crowd.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, no one's really looking for you right now, so I'm not gonna roll anything. But I will take note of your stealth roll. Alright. So, yeah. So you make it back to your father's house estate.
Okay.
And
right, I start looking around to see if there's any I look around the edges of the outside of the house to see if there's any cellars or anything like that going down. Maybe some locked areas that I didn't notice before.
Sure, go ahead and do a perception.
16.
16. You don't notice anything you haven't noticed before, but there's still the old grates that you don't know where it goes to.
Grates?
There are large metal bars basically lining the outside of one of the windows, but you don't remember really ever having a basement per se.
Is there a lock or key? Anything on it?
No, it's just basically barred windows that kind of go downwards.
All right,
straight down into the ground.
I see if I can look down inside.
Okay, do a perception.
13.
No, there's no light. It's just
light?
Black.
I have a torch in my explorer's pack and a tinderbox.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so the bars look large enough where I can reach my arm through.
Not very comfortably. You're gonna have to do a dexterity check.
Okay. First, I'm gonna see if I can do it without reaching my way through.
Oh, so you're just gonna have the light on the
outside?
outside?
Light on outside and looking in.
Okay. Go ahead and do another perception for me.
Oh wow, that was really good. 24.
You notice that this has been a room that you do not notice seeing. There's lots of bookcases, a desk, but nothing really particular.
Do I see a door?
You just see mainly what looks like a workshop area, but no entrance or exit.
Okay. Can I see the ceiling of the room?
No, not from where you're looking into.
Okay, so there is another room in there. I go ahead and put out the torch.
Okay.
And I head inside. I don't want to burn my house down.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Head inside. Are there any carpets, whatever, on the floor?
Yeah, most of the house is carpeted.
Like rugs that I can lift up, or something
carpeted. Actual carpeting.
Oh my god. I start feeling around on the carpet, looking for some kind of hatch or something like that.
Okay, go ahead and do an investigation.
I got a 4. So No.
No.
I don't
There's
find-
there's nothing.
All right, so
Nothing out of the ordinary from the carpets.
I look to see if there's any doors that are locked, or like doors that I haven't like noticed for or anything like that.
There's still your father's study that
Yeah,
you've gone into before, but there's always been like a locked box inside of there. That would be locked.
Okay.
It's
So
kind of like a walled off area.
all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna head back into my father's study, see if there's any like hatches or in here before I go to the box.
Do an investigation.
13.
Okay. You're feeling around the walls. Nothing really seems out of the ordinary. No switches. Nothing really.
Does he have a bookshelf in there?
There is a bookshelf, yes.
I look through the books to see if there's any fake books that would open a secret passage.
That would just be a regular perception, right? Because you're just looking at all the books.
Yeah. 13.
No, just normal books.
And I know where this locked box is.
Yeah, it's in one of his drawers.
Alright, so I go into his drawer to get out the box.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my thieves' tools to unlock it.
Okay. The box is kind of different. It's a square box. It seems to be attached into the drawer itself, and the lock is on the top of it. So you can't really pull it out, but you could try and lockpick it from the top.
That's what I'm going to try to do. Use my thieves. So I will just add my dex modifier to my sleight of hands check.
Yes.
Okay. So technically I'm just doing a sleight of hands check.
Basically, you're doing you add your proficiency to your sleight of hand.
So, alright. I got a 20.
Okay. Modified or critical?
That is modified.
Okay.
I'll let you know if it's a crit 20.
Okay, so you are able to get the box open. There is a small note and a little button in the top right
So I'm
corner.
going to read the note first.
Okay. The note is in a language you've never read before.
Is it common or orcish?
Orcish? No.
Okay.
And it's not Thieves' Cant, I assume you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says in like fucking like gnomish. This is a nuclear warhead button.
Please do not press.
No, but I'm just gonna. I assume it's. Okay, so you said it's attached to the drawer.
Yes.
Is the drawer completely up against the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see behind the drawer?
No, you can't pull the desk out.
What can I see behind the drawer?
Behind the drawer, just the wall and a desk.
Like I'm seeing if like it attaches anywhere, like if there's any like wires.
Yes, there's no wires that you can actually see, but physically the dresser or the desk is like kind of like smelted almost, just like really attached to the wall itself, so you can't pull it. Yeah.
I'm gonna look through the books to see if there's any like translating stuff, like translate this into common so I can read it. So we have to investigate or perceive?
Do specifically investigation because you're looking for anything that would
crit 20.
Okay, so there is a book specifically called How to Hide and How to Write.
Alright, so I see if there's anything in this book that could, like I skim through it to see if there's like a translation.
It's the same language as the other one, but the very first page says ignite me.
Oh, fire. Alright, so is there a candle or anything in the room? Because I assume we don't have electric lighting.
There's old burnt out candles.
Well, I'm sure I have candles out in the other parts where I actually go to.
You hadn't really gone into a study, so it was like old candles.
Oh, so I mean in my rooms.
In your room, sure.
Rooms
Yeah.
I
in the
go
other
over to
rooms,
one of my rooms and pull out one of my candles that I use for light.
Yeah, sure.
So I go ahead and light my candle because I assume like when I go in rooms, I don't have electric lightings. I have used candles to light my house.
Right.
So so it says ignite me. So I'm gonna get a water bowl from the sink so I don't burn the house down or burn the note too much.
So you got a little bucket full of water.
Yes, and then I'm going to start placing the letter, like the word area with the words or whatever, right next to the fire. Not touching it yet.
We're not touching it. Do a dexterity so you don't touch the letter. Sleight of hand.
Save or a sleight of hand?
Yeah, because you're using your hand very gently.
15.
15. So it the smoke coming off the candle seems to start changing some of the letters, but nothing really you can make out just yet.
All right, so I hold it there for longer, let the heat simmer on it.
The letters that have been revealed start to go black from overheating, and none of the other letters seem to.
Okay, so I'm gonna start like trying to like move it around slightly.
Kind of
So
like moving around. So
yeah.
do another sleight of hand check to ignite basically all of it.
Okay, that is a 16.
Okay, all right. So you're able to completely smoke out the letter, and it essentially says. I didn't actually write this down because I didn't think you'd be going down this path, but it essentially says...
Gotta be ready for anything, man.
I do really do. I had a completely different path you'd go down, but...
You know how that's how players work. They always screw with your plans.
They always screw with your plans. So that's why you gotta be a good DM. Run on the fly. It says, to enter the abyss, press it once. To enter hell, press it 3 times.
What? Just keep looking down at that button like, what the fuck am my dad into? What? To enter up the abyss, press it once. To enter hell, press it 3 times. What? He was a fucking cultist? I thought he was just a criminal.
I never said he was an occultist.
He obviously is messing with demons and shit. Demons and devils and what the fuck?
Well, remember, this is a non-canon version of your father.
Yeah, I know. I'm just confused. I'm not saying it's like wrong. I'm just confused. I did not see that coming. I was like, what? All right. Well, not gonna press that button. Glad I didn't press that button. I would have went to the abyss. Okay. Well, I know it's there. I'm gonna put the note in my. Pack. Father's hell note. That's what it is. All right. Well, is there anything in here about a blood hand? Like
the note specifically?
No, it's like I guess I start looking through the books then.
The books are basically just general knowledge, merchantry advice.
I still
like
need a way
medicine
down.
stuff.
I still need a way down into that room. Was I able to tell like based on where I saw the grate and I saw because I know the layout of my house.
Just do a regular intelligence check for me. Probably not going to be for the best. 7. In your head, it looks like it should be behind where your desk
I'm gonna go outside and double check.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I know the layout of my house.
Yeah.
I know the layout of my house, and based where I see the great window and where I see the room right there, I can kind of guesstimate which room is right above it.
Okay.
So, based on what I see, what room do I think it's above?
Well, the grate itself is up against a wall. So, here, let me just draw it out for you.
Yeah, all right.
So, essentially, the grate, your house is... This is the front side of your wall of your house. This is your father's study.
Okay.
Here's some windows, blah, blah, blah. All right, here's the grate.
So it's right above the study.
Yeah,
right underneath the study.
Here is the desk underneath. Okay. Here are some bookshelves that you can see, but it looks like the desk is pressed up against the wall, directly down underneath. And it's got some stuff on it you can't really make out from where you are.
So...
Okay, so I don't even need to cut that, actually.
Alright, so the grate that I see is right underneath Father's study.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back to the Father's study, and the floor is the floor made of wood?
There's carpeting.
Carpet. Alright, so I am going to take my knife and like start making a slit in the carpet.
Okay, so
get down.
just do a regular dex to see how much you can cut.
Oh wow, 26.
So you cut...
Oh, sorry, no, not 26. You said a regular dex, so 23.
Okay, well, either way, you cut a very nice hole. It's wooden underneath. And where specifically were you cutting? Like right around where the grate would be?
So is this the inside of the room?
Yeah, so this is the inside of the room. Here is the desk.
Okay.
Here is the button. All right, and then the bookshelf is up against this wall.
So I cut like...
So you're basically cutting the entire room?
Basically.
Basically. All right, well, as you start cutting, you notice that the wood in this area and over here are different colored wood. Sort of like a different kind of wood.
Yeah.
And this is all brown, and this is yellowish right around here.
And there's no latches or anything.
No latches specifically, but different color.
I'm going to take the crowbar that I have in my thieves' tools and start trying to pull up some piece of the yellow wood.
All right, do a strength. Do a athletics. Right, not athletics. Yeah, athletics, because that would be strength.
Oh wow, I crit failed.
Crit failed. So your crowbar breaks.
It's made of metal. What?
You pull it so hard that the crowbar breaks.
What the fuck?
You got a shitty crowbar. I don't know what to do.
Apparently. Okay. Damn it. Well, there goes that. Yeah, I thought that was a good idea.
It was. You crit failed.
I did crit fail. Letter does not say, so I'm going to pull out my crossbow, be ready for a fight.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm going to go, like, press the button twice.
Specifically twice?
Specifically twice.
All right. The ground starts to shake beneath you. Do a you start to feel like the ground shake, and then the wood beneath you starts to pull away.
I'm going to do an acrobatic. I'm going to do like acrobatics to jump back.
Okay.
That is a... No, that's an 11.
Okay. So you are 11. Shit. Let me see something.
I am 11 shits.
You are 11 shits.
My new DM screen.
My DM screen that has the difficulty markers.
Could be on the left side there.
It's not.
Sorry, the right side, my bad.
Yeah.
My other left.
Nope. So you fall down into the pit.
Okay.
All right, and you take.
Can I use my acrobatics to try to land safely?
You can try. You can try. Do another one. Nope. Crit fail.
19.
Oh, 19. Yeah, you land gently on your feet.
Right.
Okay. So, real quick, let me just draw out what you see in your father's study. Yeah, definitely. We should get a paper towel. All right. So you landed directly on landed directly to the left of a small mattress that was placed there, and there is a door in front of you with a small combination lock.
Okay. Is it lit down here enough where I can see?
There looks like there's torches on either side. You can still have the light coming from above you from the old study, but there's torches that are unlit on either side.
I'm gonna use my tinderbox to light those torches.
Okay, you do that.
Okay. Anything else that I see in this room?
Yes, there are what appears to be etchings all around you.
Okay. I assume it's the same kind of thing, so I'm gonna bring one of... can I take one of the torches off the wall?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take one of the torches off the wall, and I'm going to put the fire up near the etchings to see if they change too.
Okay.
Just like the letter.
Yes, they do change. You see in front of you that there...
My father was into some freaky shit.
There was 1, 2, 3, 5, 8,
A Fibonacci sequence.
13. Hey, you knew it.
I did know it, yeah. I watched Lost.
Nice.
Alright. How many combinations?
That ruins my puzzle.
Now see if I remember it, though.
Click. And it falls off.
Ha! I did remember it!
It's just, by the way, for future reference, you just add the two numbers. And then
1 1 is 2, 2 3 is 5,
Yes.
5 3 is 8. Oh, okay, got you.
Yes.
I just guessed. I thought it might have been 21, but I wasn't sure.
All right, so I thought that would take a little longer, but I'll draw the rest of it.
Yep, I open it.
Okay.
Aha, I figured it out.
You did.
Probably should have seen if Jack could figure it out.
That is true, but at the same time, this is about a puzzle, not about if the character can figure it out. I just like having puzzles.
Okay, it's fine.
All right.
Was I really supposed to hit the button twice? Oh, okay. I just guessed. Again.
Yeah, because you don't want to go to hell or the abyss.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere in between.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you want to go somewhere where there's magic.
It's magic. I know. Never believe it's not so. Oh, boy. Alright, so what happened when I unlocked it? Okay.
So go ahead and so you look in and it's a very, very dark room. You can't really see much.
I still have my 2 torches.
You do have
I still have the torch in my hand.
Okay, so you can see what appears to be your father's workshop. Do you want to do a perception or something?
Crit 20.
Crit 20. All right, so you notice that there are 2 bookcases on either sides of the wall. Your father's workbench up front with papers scattered everywhere, knives, daggers, bows, arrows, a crossbow, potions, everything all across.
Ooh, potions.
And facing the wall, there appears to be 2 human-like figures up against the wall.
Oh, like Crit 20. Are they alive? Are they mannequins? What are they?
They're kind of rocking back and forth a little bit.
No. Good thing I have a fucking crossbow out. Alright, describe them to me.
They appear to be made completely of stone.
Oh, great, they're
but they are the size of a regular person.
Yeah, they're constructs.
So they're just facing the wall.
I'm going to... Let's see. Is there a way I can get out of here? Like out of
behind you, there is just the room. You don't see an immediate exit.
Okay, so how far did I fall?
About 10 feet. So you could theoretically just jump and try and climb out if you needed to.
Let's see if I can make it easier on myself in case this thing gets bad. I'm going to take my 50 feet of rope out of my pack, and I'm going to see if I can... I know that where is that drawer that was sealed to the floor?
Directly above you, facing up against this wall.
I'm going to see if I can lasso my rope around that, because that seems to be the most sturdy piece of furniture in that room.
Okay.
Do a dex check?
Do a dex saving throw.
Dex and to hit.
Just do a hit first.
Right.
Because you are trying to aim at something. And then do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's pretty good. 17 to hit.
You hit it, now try and see if you can wrap it around it.
Oh, wow. You said a saving throw?
Yeah.
22.
Oh, you're good. It's
Lasso.
immediately lassoed, like completely you around it. So you tie it around?
Yep.
Okay, tie it.
See,
Knot it nice and good. All right, yeah.
No, I didn't tie it around myself. I'm just like...
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you tie
Tie's
it.
good, make sure they...
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good.
Okay, so leave that there. So I have something quick to climb up.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can like tie little notches, like foot notches in it, make it quicker to climb up.
Okay. The more you move around, the more these things start to move as well. Like they're starting to get a little grumpy as you start to tie.
All right,
stuff.
so do I notice that they're grumpy?
What's your passive? 15? Yeah, you notice.
All right, so I'm gonna try to do this stealth.
Try and do a stealth check now.
Crit 20.
Oh, you do it stealthily. They've been moving a lot because of what you've been doing without stealthy, but the rest of it, they seem to be not moving, reacting to it as much.
Okay, I didn't think that they would start reacting unless I approached, so... Alright, so yeah, now I'm just do the rest of the stealthy tie some things. Do you want me to do any check for the ties?
Just do a 1 dex check for all of them. I'm not gonna make you do all.
Oh god, there goes my die. Bye.
Bye, die.
Bye. Alright, let's try that again.
Yeah, you're
14,
good.
yeah. Alright, so I tie my foot knots. Alright, so these things are made of fucking stone. My crossbow ain't gonna do shit.
Well, while he decides what to do, we will see you guys next week for the finale, hopefully, of Jack DeBauss's adventures.
Alright, see you later, guys.
See you guys.